By this point in the year, Bill Walsh Jr. hoped to see inventory on the lots of the 27 automotive franchises he oversees back to normal.
We typically have 2,000 vehicles in stock, especially this time of year going into the spring. We're at 600.
Walsh's available inventory is down more than 65% at a time when demand for vehicles is up. Part of the problem for manufacturers is a shortage of semiconductors, or chips, needed for the electronic systems in most new vehicles. While that shortage stems from a lack of production during the pandemic, Walsh says it's been compounded by a perfect storm of circumstances since then.
You've got labor shortage problems, you've got transportation problems, you've got now natural disasters.
A shutdown of the shipping lanes in the Suez Canal for weeks in 2021 is another contributing factor. And now, the war in Ukraine.
Wire harnesses, apparently. Ukraine is one of the most important producers.
Professor Hani Mahmasani is the William A. Patterson Distinguished Chair in Transportation at Northwestern University in Illinois.
Our supply chains have become so globalized and interrelated that, if one sort of spot in there is struggling, you're going to see repercussions across the board.
Mahmasani says the automotive industry spent 20 years trying to optimize supply chains while cutting costs.
We have hyper-optimized supply chains, and that means that there's very little slack left. And when you have no slack, you're really not able to deal with disruptions very well. And so we've designed for low cost, essentially, and for efficiency. And by doing so, we have lost resilience.
And money. Avnet Silica, a division of a European company that distributes electronic components, reports that automotive manufacturers lost more than $500 billion in revenue since the start of the pandemic.
10.5 million units in lost production,
which has trickled down to dealers like Walsh.
We have seen probably 200 units a month taken out of our total sales.
Walsh says the manufacturers who supply his dealerships are warning the problems won't end anytime soon, even as they try to retool supply chains.
Depending on the manufacturer, 2023, 2024, 2025, and don't ever anticipate having the inventory levels that you've had pre-COVID.
Potential customers wait for inventory, and they will pay more once they find a vehicle they want. Not only are overall prices in the U.S. increasing, so are interest rates for auto loans amid the highest inflation figures in 40 years. Kane Farabaugh of VOA News, Ottawa, Illinois.